Okay guys, so this part's going to be really fun because we get to actually talk about how we apply our hand separation. So we built up some skills using our exercises, but now we're going to break away from those exercises and make some music. So again, someone like Brad Mehldau has done this a lot in the context of playing with a trio by being able to actually, rather than play an exercise that was devised, he will actually use, for example, his right hand as an accompaniment, maybe doing an arpeggio like this, and then actually play a melody in his left hand. So let's try something like that. Let's take this one step further and see if we can keep our right hand going while we improvise a melody in our left hand. So I'm going to do just one octave here so that I don't embarrass myself. So let's just do triplets in our right hand, and again, let's get this being second nature. All right, so that is super fun to do, and once you get comfortable enough to try doing this, it's just really fun. You can mess around with what the implied harmony is of the right hand ostinato you're doing by changing up the bass notes in the left hand. That's what I was messing around with there, going between F minor and C major. Now, of course, to get even more challenging with this and see even more how we can apply this, we can get more like Brad and go 2 octaves. And it's pretty tricky. So you have to really get this being second nature and be able to do melodies in your left hand. Whoops, turned around. So that is fun. It's really fun to practice, guys. Again, throw up a metronome and try it out. Next up, I want to talk a little bit about how we can apply this with solo piano, because there I was kind of leaving space for the band, right? But let's say that we have complete utter control over what we are doing harmonically. We can improvise anything. Well, we can start jumping into more counterpointy stuff. We can start jumping into Okay, so that's something you can practice, right? Just your left hand, see if you can get comfortable with actually kind of doing eighth notes and improvising over different chords. But we're still not at the point of hand separation because we're just doing one hand. So what if we want to add in our right hand now? So that time I was doing a melody in my right hand, more or less, and doing the eighth notes in my left hand. Maybe we can even take this one step further and try to do kind of a counterpointy thing in both hands and see how that could potentially work. So that's something that I still want to practice too. I want to get rid of any sloppiness in there. And most of that sloppiness, believe it or not, is coming from little moments where my hand separation isn't quite perfect. I'm not quite comfortable with what each hand is doing, so they're not quite comfortable enough to operate as kind of separate entities that actually do end up forming a single whole. So I wanted to throw this out there, guys. If you want to really dive deeper into this stuff, check out jazzpianoconcepts.com/store. I'll put up a picture of the new product that I'm offering that has great exercises for splitting up the hands. Be sure to check that out, guys, if you want to really improve upon this stuff. So, guys, I just want to throw out there that to some of you, especially if you're new to improvisation, I just want to say some of this stuff may seem kind of complicated to you, and that's totally okay. The exercises in parts 1 and 2, if you haven't seen them, check them out. But those exercises are still going to be really, really helpful for you for developing hand separation. I'm just showing now in part 3, in a fairly advanced improvisational context, how they can be applied. That's not to say that you cannot go out and take the exercises in parts 1 and 2 and apply them to things at your level and have a lot of fun with it. So just a little bit of practice. Again, a little bit of practice every day. You're going to see great improvements. All right, guys, thank you for watching part 3 of our hand separation series. Got this piano behind me, and I am not stopping anytime soon. So there are going to be a lot more great lessons coming your way. Be sure to click subscribe and click the little bell to turn on notifications. And if you learned something today, please click the like button. And I would love to have you comment. Let me know if you have any exercises that you use for better hand separation, or if you have any requests for future videos. I'm very open to hearing about those as well, because I want to make sure that you guys are enjoying all the lessons that I put out. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you soon with more lessons.